All right, another episode of Conversate After Dark. Tay, what's up with you?
Everything's great with me. What's going on with you?
It's all good. It's all good. Tell people where they can find us.
You can find us at Conversate After Dark everywhere. And if you would like to be a guest on the show or you have a topic you want us to cover, you can reach us at cvadthepodcast at gmail.com.
That's right. Go to our website, www.conversateafterdark.com, and make sure you tell a friend. Tay, let's do the icebreaker.
All right. What's a sexual thing you gave a good try, but just couldn't get into it?
Uh, analingus. Tried it. I tried it one time, and it just that. I think the person I was doing it with was uncomfortable, and I was just like, I just want to do it to see how it is. And if y'all ain't into it, if both y'all not into it, it ain't really gonna pop. So, I mean, I did it, but it ain't something I gotta do. And I don't ever remember that becoming like, what was the song about eating groceries and shit? Like, I still
Yeah.
eating groceries and eating ass correlate. But like, I didn't know that that was a big thing until the song came out. And
Yeah.
maybe I'm just vanilla or whatever, but yeah, I would have to say that. In terms of like trying something that I really don't ever have to do again, and it wasn't really all that, I think everybody recognizes like the biggest scam is 69. 69 is a big scam. I think people just do it just to say like I did it with the person, but nobody really I don't think either party really gets the full benefit of it,
Yeah.
and y'all be cheating. So, it's not worth doing.
Okay. Whatever.
I can't concentrate, motherfucker.
Neither can y'all. If it's being done right, neither can y'all. So,
That's what I'm
um,
saying. Let's just take turns because this ain't really, other than us checking the box, why are we doing this?
in terms of the eating the grocery, didn't that guy make it a saying? The guy who went famous, he was a convict, and he was the guy who became famous for saying, "If I want you, I'm gonna have you," or
Oh,
something like that.
Felice Johnson.
Yeah, yeah. I think he was the first person that called it eating groceries.
Really?
He was the first person I heard say it.
It makes sense because the whole concept of calling it eating groceries is disgusting. And Fleet Johnson is a disgusting individual. And I'm really mad that social media made him like famous. Like it was cool, like when you see, because like, I don't know, maybe it's just me, but I watched like those like prison documentaries. Like it was what was it? It was a CNBC or something. It was some channel that's all they show where they would go behind the scenes and interview people that are in the penitentiary. Um,
Hmm.
I would watch it, that everybody got their one thing, like I know a lot of women watch true crime stories, and like I'd be with chicks, they be watching, like, what you trying to do? Learn how to kill me or some shit, but it's just what they watch to veg out to. So like I would watch that type of stuff, and that's how most of us got introduced to Fleece Johnson, right? Because he was just that damn sick.
Yeah.
I Other than that, they got cats like interviewing for podcasts, and he's much older since he was then. He looked disgusting then, so he looks even more disgusting now. And all he really talks about is like prison rape, him assaulting people, people assaulting him, and I'm like, why are we glorifying this? This
Right.
what's the point of this? But
Yeah.
show it to kids to scare them. Other than that, I don't see the benefit of it. But nah. And listen, what we say, we don't act nobody's young, but
Yeah.
I don't have to do that ever again.
Okay.
And I definitely ain't really down for no woman doing it to me. And I've talked to some women, they was like I eat ass. And I'm just like thinking in my head, I'm like I'm a big ass grown man who take grown man shits. Even though I'm clean, I still would look at you some type of way afterwards. Like I would be like, damn, girl, you know. I don't know. Not for me.
Okay. For me, the I can never get into anal sex. I've tried it a few times. It's just not for me. I can never get comfortable with it. So yeah, I'm not gonna do something I'm not comfortable with.
I've never done it. Um, I've had opportunities to do it, but I kind of like chickened out or whatever. Um, but the women I know who are proponents of it, they say that the orgasm that you get from anal sex is like none other.
Yeah, the orgasm is great.
So you
I
had
just don't.
one? So you had an anal orgasm?
Yes, yes.
You still ain't
But
come?
huh?
And that doesn't overcome the uncomfortableness of it all?
No,
Okay.
no.
Okay. I get it. Yeah. Because there's the whole prostate thing. You know what I'm saying? Like I heard people talk of, hey man, you gotta play with your prostate, you have a massive orgasm. How do we just skip to the orgasm? Because I really don't want to play with my ass. I just don't. So,
I
well,
mean, I get it.
can we just skip to the orgasm? How do we get around the whole process and just get to the result?
Yeah.
Nah. So is it just because it's pressure or just the whole prep process? Because you got to prep, right?
Yeah, yeah, you should really prep. I mean, it's just being uncomfortable, make just wondering, did I prep enough? Just and then the feeling, the for me, it always felt as if I was actually using the bathroom. I don't want to think about that when I'm having sex. That's not a good thought. So yeah, I could never just like relax. Well, I shouldn't say never, but it's just not something that I was ever 100% comfortable with doing.
Okay. And I heard, and I still want to be able to get a gay guy to come on the show. But I was talking to a friend of mine, and she had a close relative who's a gay man, and she was like, they said that's why they don't really have like sex all the time because like it's like there's a lot of prep that's involved. So they just mainly do oral on each other. And I was like, okay, I didn't really need to know all that, but I understand it makes sense. But yeah, I don't know. We just talked about it before the show. I'm YOLO. So eventually I'm gonna have to do it, right? Because
Hmm.
I didn't really live life if I didn't do it. But she gonna have to be like an ass master pro. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, she got somebody got to be like, hey, she like it that way, dog. And I probably gonna need like a little pep talk too, because like it just I don't know. It ain't really my thing. It ain't really my thing.
I get it.
And I'm probably gonna judge, like low key judge.
Why would you judge about that?
I'm gonna judge, but I'm not going to hold against, if that makes sense.
Yeah. But what would make you judge that from a woman?
um, how can I explain it? I'm really not insecure anymore because I openly talk with my partners about shit that they've done in the past. Like, oh, that pop, oh, he was doing you like that. Not in a like I'm gonna use this to beat my meat later on type of shit, but more so just like, what have been your experiences? What do you like? That type of conversation. That's really where I'm coming from on it. I
Mhm.
think I would probably, if I'm honest, like a tad bit intimidated. Kind of like, damn, you doing all this shit and I ain't ever did it. But I'm not going, it ain't gonna be no thing where I'm like, I can't fuck with you because you out here letting motherfuckers hit you in your ass and no shit like that. But you
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? But it would just be one of them type of things.
Okay.
Yeah, nah, I'm not that type of dude. Now back in the day, oh, I definitely was. I would be like, you doing what? You did what with who? Oh, hell no. But that comes with no, hey, why are you asking if you can't handle the answer?
That is true.
And so
Yeah.
I'm in a better place now where I can handle the answer, but yeah, nah, nah. There's some stuff that needs to just be. Some things need to be like unknown,
Hmm.
right? Like you just need to let it be, and maybe that's one of those things, especially if you feeling some type of way about it.
Yeah, and I guess only you would know whether that's something you could handle or not.
Yeah, I mean, there's not a lot of things that I don't think I can handle, but things involving the anus, that's the that's the line. That I might be willing to stick my toe across that line just a little bit, but that's the line. Yeah. But I do want to try it though. I do want to
Okay.
try it, but yeah. So that it makes me think about something. I was talking to one of my guys. He ain't really one of my guys. He's a guy that I work with. So guy, I use guys loosely.
Hmm.
And he was telling me that he's married, and he said he had an arranged marriage. He's from another
Okay.
he's from another country. And we were just talking about family and stuff like that. And he told me that, I asked him how he met his wife. And he was like, well, I had an arranged marriage. And it's something that's common in their culture. And I was just intrigued, about it. And I thought about it, would I trust my parents to pick? Because the parents do the negotiating.
Hmm.
Ones who like, okay, here's our son, come with your daughters and we'll try to see if we go off based off what we know of him. And, we'll talk to you all, see how our families gel and if it's a good sync for the two families. And then they kind of go forward from there. So there's a lot of trust that you got to put into your parents. And I was thinking about it. I definitely wouldn't trust my dad to do it if he was still alive.
Okay.
Definitely, because he would just be going off looks and what we could get out of it financially. My mom would definitely be more in tune to. My mom knew me better than my dad. I'm not saying my dad was a bad parent, but she just knew me inside and out. And
Hmm.
I would trust my mom, but I still wouldn't want that. Would you trust your parents to pick somebody for you to marry?
I think I would. And it's not really about them knowing me, although that would help, but it's more so of what I know they want from me, especially my mother. Um, my
Not
father,
positive that answer from you though,
why?
because from what I know about you, you are very much I don't really care what other people think about me. Like a lot of people say that. And I always tell people like people say they don't care what people think about them, and most time you full of shit. Like there's some part of you that does care what people think about you. I think it's different. There's different degrees for most people. And I think
Hmm.
spectrum, you're on that spectrum where like you like really don't give a damn what people think about what you do or what you think.
True.
So I'm more like in the middle. Like I do kind of care.
Yeah. But why would that make you surprised that that's my answer, though?
Because I would think that what you would want would be most important for that type of decision, not what somebody else would want for you.
Yeah, and that's why I say because I know what they want from me is not too far off from what I want. Like I know with my father, the guy's going to have a sense of humor and he's going to be able to take a joke. Like I know that for sure. And my father's going to make sure he's a hard worker. Actually, my mother would want that too. And I know my father would want somebody who is responsible and can take care of himself. My mother's going to make sure he's somebody who can take care of me. And I know I don't have to worry about looks when it comes to my mother because she gonna make sure that's on point. So I think with the combination of the two of them, I would trust it. Now, them two separate, no. But if they will work together and that well would my father's not here anymore, but if they would have worked together and with things that I know both of them would look for, it will work.
So, I asked the boy, I was like, damn, dude, that's a lot. And, in their process, it's like, okay, so the parents put it out there, hey, we got a son that wants to get married. And, people come to the table with the potential suitors. And so they would say, okay, if there's 20 people, we'll narrow it down to four. And then, so it's not like a total blind, like you just show up at the altar and when you take out the veil, like, oh shit, here she goes. It's it's still somewhat of an interview process, but it's
Hmm.
somebody picking out somebody for you. Because I was like, well, what would happen if she didn't want to be with you? And he was like, that actually happened. They picked out certain people. We met, and it was just like, you know, she wasn't feeling me, or I wasn't really feeling her. We didn't really think that we would be compatible. So it wasn't like a total, just like we show up, we get married, and you got to figure it out, which I think would make me a little bit more comfortable, right?
Yeah.